Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, Shows World. Welcome to Shows World, gamers. Josh here, and as this week draws to a close, I wanted to take a moment to look at this week's new game releases, gaming announcements, and a few news stories. If this is your first time on the channel, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and join in on the fun. Alright gamers, as always, we'll start off with this week's new game releases. Now, Wild Hearts is an epic action-adventure third-person game set in a fantasy Japanese-style world where you use technology to battle giant monsters. The game released on PlayStation 5, PC, and Xbox Series system. We did play the game a bit here on the channel, and I gave my initial thoughts, so check out the link for that video at the end of this video. Tales of Symphonia Remastered is an HD remaster of the original 2003 Nintendo GameCube game. The game is an action RPG and one of the most critically acclaimed titles in this series. The game is out on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, PC, as well as on the Xbox. Theatrhythm Final Bar Line released this week, containing 385 iconic songs from the Final Fantasy games in this really fun rhythm-based game where battles play out as you complete the songs. The game released on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation systems. We did play this game here on the channel, and I actually really enjoyed it. Definitely check out the video at the end of this one. I'll link the video to that also. Wanted Dead is a new hybrid slasher/shooter from the makers of Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive. The game follows Zombie Unit, an elite Hong Kong police squad on a mission to uncover a major corporate conspiracy. The game looks fun with over-the-top action and has a variety of different mini-games in different gaming genres. The game released on the PlayStation 4 and 5, the PC, and on Xbox systems. Eldoran released this week on the Nintendo Switch, the PC, the PlayStation 5, and on the Xbox Series systems. This indie title from Graffiti Games is a side-scroller action game with RPG elements. It has impressive pixel art graphics, and from what I hear, it's a pretty steep learning curve that will definitely test your gaming skills. Next up, let's take a look at a few gaming announcements from this week. Now, we reported on some cryptic teases coming from Sega with an announcement scheduled a few weeks ago. Speculation on the game turned out to be correct, as a VR version of the classic Sega racquetball-style game T-Smash VRS is scheduled for release on the PlayStation VR 2 on March 23rd, and there's actually a demo available for it right now. Homestead Arcana received a release date trailer for April on the PC and on Xbox systems, and it's also going to be on Game Pass. Now, this adventure farming sim game has you playing a witch farmer who must discover the secret behind the mysterious appearance of the miasma corrupting the land. Sounds interesting. Now, in an unexpected announcement for Power Wash Simulator, the latest crossover was announced to be Final Fantasy VII. This is a free update that will allow you to clean up some familiar items and locales from Midgar, and it is scheduled for release on March 2nd. Slavic Punk Old Timer received an announcement trailer this week. The game is an isometric shooter action game based on the works of Michael Galkowski, a renowned Polish science fiction and fantasy book author. The game looks interesting and is coming to PC. No word on a console release just yet, but I'm really hoping they do announce one soon. Alright gamers, let's finish up with a few news stories from this week in gaming. Now, as we were out of town last week, our week in review was missing last week's biggest news story, that being the Nintendo Direct. Now, I'm sure you have all heard about the games announced, the shadow dropped games, and the games that got new updates, but I just wanted to take a moment to give this Direct a big A+, and tell you all to play Metroid Prime. It is absolutely fantastic. The digital version. Now, the long-awaited Super Nintendo World Theme Park Land opened its first US version today in Universal Studios Hollywood. The jaw-dropping depiction of the Mushroom Kingdom in real life is a very impressive interactive experience. There's interactive games to play, there's a Toad Cafe eatery, and an awesome interactive augmented reality Mario Kart ride. Now, we got an in-person sneak peek of the land, and I will definitely link that video at the end of this one, so definitely check that out. Now, during the Super Bowl, we also got a really fun new commercial for the upcoming Super Mario Bros. Movie. Unlike other trailers for the film, this was actually a commercial for Mario Plumbing, using the Mario rap from the classic Super Mario Bros. Super Show cartoon with instructions to call or text 92955-MARIO. I suggest giving that a try. Now, VGC News is reporting that Multiverses has seen a drastic decrease in the number of daily players, which has seen its peak player count on Steam drop more than 99% since the launch of the game. This is just the latest report over the past few weeks about free-to-play games seemingly hitting a wall and struggling to stay relevant. This game is fun, and if it is on its way out, I hope to see a pivot and a version of this game released that is playable offline. Alright gamers, that concludes this week in review for the week ending on February 17th. The week started with the Hogwarts Legacy game allowing us to experience the Wizarding World in the franchise's biggest game to date. Then, rumors that Sony is preparing to join Nintendo and Microsoft by releasing a state-of-play game showcase very soon. And the week ended with the official grand opening of Super Nintendo World's first US park in Universal Studios Hollywood. But let me know anything we may have missed in the comments, and thanks for joining us today, gamers. Don't forget to subscribe. Shojo World out.